Today on Ignition, dispelling the 4 myths about implementing 401ks. Hi, and welcome to Ignition. I'm Ellis Friedman.
And my name is Ramon Ray. Ignition is a weekly show where we talk about things that help your small business grow. So Ellis, please tell everyone, what are we going to talk about on this week's Ignition show?
Well, Ramon, we got a fun one.
Awesome.
Today we're talking about 401ks for employees.
Yes!
Before we get to this exciting topic, I want to remind you that we have an ebook in our resource center called Your Game Plan, so it can help you with strategic planning for your business. But on to the fun. Today we have Stuart Robertson, who is the president of ShareBuilder 401k, which is part of Capital One.
Awesome. Stuart, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Stuart, 401ks. It sounds like something everybody's heard the word before, but it sounds darn complicated, scary, and nobody knows what the heck they are. Help us understand, do small business owners really need to have a 401k and why?
Well, they do, and let me back up a step, because at Capital One we're always thinking about the needs of small businesses, and one of the big ones is retirement. Okay. Think about small businesses. They are 50% of Americans either own or work for one, right? Mm-hmm. But only 10 to 25%, depending on what research you look at, actually have one. Okay. So there's this huge swath of Americans who aren't saving for retirement.
Got it.
And that's what a 401k helps you do.
Yeah, I'm not saving for retirement. I should really get on that.
Got to get on that.
I'm never going to be old, that's fine.
and tell us, Stuart, other than retirement, about perks and things like this, we hear a lot of the tech companies and others, they have plans, they have stocks, but where do the perks fit in and why is it so important as well for that?
Well, so there's a lot of great benefits in having a 401k plan, and I think the number one thing is, obviously saving for retirement, but also helps you manage your taxes. Okay. So you can put in, whether you're the owner or the employees, you can put in up to $18,000 a year tax deferred, so you're not paying taxes on that money this year, right? And you're also saving for retirement. If you're over 50, it's $24,000. But the other thing is it can really help you attract and retain great talent. Yes. The last thing you want is to lose a really valuable employee to the big guy next door because they've just started a family and now they really care about saving for tomorrow and thinking about their future. So it's a great way to keep your employees.
Okay, so let's dive into some of the myths. I know we were talking about there's some core myths that small businesses think about.
Yeah.
So one of them I think we talked about is that people think, I don't have enough employees, that you have to be, a $10 million, $100,000, 10,000 employee company, a big company, have a 401k plan.
So is there like a minimum threshold for employees?
There is, and it would be one, yourself. Self-employed companies can have a 401k plan, so it's called a solo 401k in the business, but it starts with yourself.
Okay, awesome.
All right, so is it really complicated to set up? It sounds like it would be.
Traditionally, I would say that was true. It is definitely one of the myths, actually, I would say, is it has to be complex. It's this, tons of paperwork. I got to figure out investments for my employees and that kind of stuff. Woohoo! But really today, there's providers like us who've really worked on how, make it easy to buy and set up over lunch and make sure you have the right plan. So really online and be done in 5 to 15 minutes type thing. The other thing is we will take off hey, what funds should go into plan? We'll actually do that, and there's other folks who will do it too, so we're not the only ones, so know that. But you can go out there and not have to do that work. So it really becomes, I just have to manage with every payroll and do a year-end checklist, and that's really all the work you need to do, and you can focus on growing your business.
What about the expenses? It seems like something, so I got that it's easy to do, relatively easy, but it must be very expensive. I mean, it's 401k, it's IRS, it's Congress, it seems like it's pretty cost-prohibitive.
If Congress gets involved, we're all going to be happy.
The government. So 401k is based on regulation, and the costs have really been taken down by some providers, so that is really a low-cost solution. And the government actually wants small businesses to have a plan. So with us, say you have 8 employees, it's going to cost you generally under $1,000 a month to do the administration and setup work that needs to be done to do your plan.
Oh, wow.
So, and then the government says, hey, if you have less than 100 employees and you're not a solo 401k plan, we will give you up to a $500 credit. So if it costs you $1,000, they'll give you a $500 credit towards your plan.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's fantastic, right? Okay. So it can be really low cost for the owner. The one cost to really look for, though, is what are the fund expenses. There's things like record keeping, custodial, things you don't ever want to know about. But if you look at the average, is it under 1%? And if it is, you've got a good price plan. And you care about that for your employees, because every dollar that you pay in expenses is one less dollar in the market saving for tomorrow.
What about the matching aspects? I know that, again,
Mm-hmm.
something I hear, not being a financial expert in the least, Ellis, in the least.
Oh, me either, Ramon. I can't make fun of
The
you.
second
But-
biggest myth right there.
But this aspect
Yeah.
of matching, you hear that, hey, every dollar you give, we'll match and more. What if I don't have the money to do that, or I think that's
Yeah.
one reason I shouldn't? Is this a myth as well, or no?
Oh, it's a huge myth.
Okay.
So the second biggest reason that small businesses say they don't start a plan is they can't afford a match. So, and in plans you might hear that I might match 3% of your salary, might be a common one you hear out there. But the truth of the matter is you don't have to match.
Okay.
You don't have to incur that cost. You want to get your business financially stable, you want to make sure you can afford it, and that match can be expensive, but it is tax deductible if you do. But there's other options. You don't have to do it at all. You can also profit share for when you have a good year into the plan, and that's tax deferred for your business too. So there's a lot of great ways to do it, and it doesn't have to cost a lot.
Oh. So what general advice would you have for small business owners looking to set up their 401ks?
Well, first thing is get educated. So, I think like most people, it's been this intimidating thing, but you can go online and really learn some of the basics before you might get a quote online or get to do a needs assessment online, or call someone and talk to someone. Talking to an advisor who will
Call
actually
Stuart.
Yes.
Call-
Stuart's cell
call
phone
me?
number is? No.
I'm happy to talk to you, actually. And we'll really feel is right now the time to start your 401k plan. What are the design things that you want? Do you want a vesting schedule? Do you not? All those little more, do you want Roth 401k included in your features? Those sort of things, so you know what you're getting, and it's going to be set up for your business today.
Awesome.
Stuart, thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
here. This was very enlightening.
Oh, great.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it. Thanks.
And don't forget to go to our resource center to check out our ebook, Your Game Plan, for more strategic planning.
Thanks for watching Ignition, and we can't wait to have you watch Ignition and join us next time.
Love Ignition? Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And don't forget to check out our resources section.
That's a Space Needle.
Cool.
Yeah. Sort of.
A needle of space.
I mean, the top looks like a needle.
That is true. Or a corner of the cob.